have other questions now.
No worries at all. Okay, you guys, I'm
Thank you.
scrolling up to get to some of you guys' questions. Let's see. If a booking fee is canceled, should the fee go to the provider? Good question. No, it shouldn't. Now, let me say this though, okay? Because that's the beauty in having your own business, because ultimately you can critique things how you want it. But typically, no, it wouldn't. With providers, with our independent contractors, they are paid per job completed, right? So they're paid per job completed, meaning that when the service is provided and the service is covered and paid for, then they receive the percentage off of that. Now, if you want to have that, you totally can. That's totally your prerogative. I've seen some people would split it, so they would do like a 50-50 split. They would give 50% to the client, because know that I understand that you're like, well, dang, well, shoot, they had to pay to get out there. Like, I feel obligated, but also you had to pay to acquire that lead too. So you lost in lead fee, right? So not only did the client lose, or did the cleaner lose, but you did lose too. So I have seen some people to where they would take out like 50% and then give 50% to the provider. I have a question about the independent contractor contract. In the beginning, how do we fill out where it asks where we're located is that our business address is virtual? So is that okay? So with independent contractor and where it's located, you want to just put down, you don't have to necessarily put down the virtual address. You can if you want to. Or you can just put down the actual area that you're servicing, right? Like you don't have to put, because they don't report to a physical location. So you don't have to actually put down like your home address. I would just put down the virtual address, to be honest. I would just put down that address, because that's the address that I'm currently running and offering services from. So that's the address that I would put down. That does kind of fall into like a law question. So, if you wanted to ask somebody with actual, law and contract, actual experience, then I would seek out that advice. But now, like talking this through, I would just put down the virtual address, because that's the address that I'm conducting business out. That's the address that's on every other business necessity, like business document, things like that. Is there a way to merge reviews from different platforms, or do we just have to get them separately from each one? Yes. Unfortunately, there's not a way to merge reviews. The only thing that you could possibly do, but it doesn't even count as a review, is like, let's say for your Thumbtack and your Google Yelp too, like it's just basically take like a screenshot or a picture, or of the review that you received on other platforms, and then post them on those platforms. So like on your Google profile page, you can put that on like the little board thing, and then you can post the pictures on Thumbtack and Yelp. But there's not a way to like merge reviews, like, oh, whatever, that would be lovely though, like whatever review I got on Google, like it automatically goes to Yelp, because then all of us would actually have good Yelp accounts. But yeah, unfortunately there's not a way to merge reviews. Do you or anyone use questionnaires for potential clients, except example, number of beds, baths, what kind of service is needed? Sometimes they don't want the whole house done, but maybe a couple of rooms. So yeah, so that would technically be the Bookingkoala booking form. Okay. When the clients are filling out the Bookingkoala form, Bookingkoala is the name of the platform, and the booking form is what you will provide that booking link to them. And that's where they would put in their information. So phone number, name, address, and then about the service they need. Is it reoccurring? Is it a one-time? What type of cleaning? Is it deep cleaning, move in and move out cleaning, standard cleaning? And then they can list out the room. So how many bedrooms, bathrooms, and the size of the home. So how much square footage, and then any add-ons they may want to add. So laundry, dishes, things like that. So any add-ons that they want to add, that form is where it'll be listed. Now on the front end, on the customer's front end, there is not a public display offer for hourly option, but on the back end it is. Okay. Now, if you want to make this available on the front end, you totally can. I prefer not to, because what will happen is they will see that as an option. And because that would technically round out to be cheaper, they'll just select that instead. But I do have an hourly option as in the back end, to where if I'm talking to a client and they mention that, or they call or message or mention that, then we can offer that. And that is basically for any client that does not want the entire home clean. So where they want less than 50% of the home cleaning. And they're like, hey, I just want the kitchen and the downstairs guest bedroom and bathroom clean, right? In that scenario, then we would offer an hourly. And typically what I like to do is $60 with a minimum of 2 hours, okay? So that amount can be changed per your market area. So you want to make sure that you research and know what that, right hourly dollar amount should be. And then if you wanted to offer a minimum of 2 hours, minimum of 3 hours, I like to do a minimum of 2 hours. You could do a minimum of 3 hours too, though. So, definitely check that out per your area. So that's the booking form that's needed. And clients, they can either book themselves on directly on the page on your website, or if you're talking to them on a platform, what is it? On a platform like Yelp and Thumbtack, then you would just actually give them the manual link, okay? You can merge Google Business and Google LSA, but as far as other platforms, okay, cool. Hey, to be honest, I didn't even know you can merge both of those. So that's really cool. I would really appreciate if you can maybe tell us, like in the academy, or if you want to come now, like tell us how that's done, because I didn't even know that could be done. When should we put customers' credit cards on hold, and how many days before the booking? So typically for card hold, now I normally like to do this 24 hours prior to the appointment. So if a customer has a cleaning services on Thursday at 4 o'clock, then tomorrow on Wednesday at 4 o'clock, it'll do an automatic authorization hold. And you set this up when you are setting up your Bookingkoala. So on your settings form, you go to settings and you go to general, and then I think it's general again. I'm not sure, but I have it super fresh in my mind because we've been working in Bookingkoala for the past 5 days. But that is where you'll actually set up your authorized payment hold. And then you can set those perimeters in there. Now, if you wanted to have a longer hold, you totally can. I feel like 1 day is sufficient enough. And then I normally also like for the payment to actually be processed 24 hours, not 24 hours, actually like 10 a.m. the next morning. So that the cleaning service was done on Thursday at 4 o'clock. I normally like for the payment to be processed after 10 a.m. the next morning, because I want for us to have our morning follow-up calls with the clients to make sure that everything went well, they're completely happy, they like the service, and I can be on top of any situation to where they need a re-clean or a refund, because Stripe's refund policies is within 5 to 10 business days, and I rather avoid that conversation of, well, y'all didn't take that long to take the money, now y'all gotta take hecka long to give it back. I don't want to do so I rather just process it after we can have those calls. If they don't answer, we text. And then, that look, who don't see a text message? Okay. So at 11 o'clock, we are charging them. So that's typically my process. Let's see. Awesome. Okay. I got through those questions pretty fast. Any other questions, you guys? And I see some more people have joined us. Welcome, you guys. For those that may be new, this is our live Q&A time. It's been a minute since I've been here, so please, you guys, let's take advantage and ask all the questions. You can ask anything cleaning business related, no matter what phase in the business you may be in. And then don't worry, these are being recorded, so you will be able to catch the replay at a later time. Do you charge a non-refundable fee for booking? No, I do not. The only thing I do is that pre-authorization hold. So I don't do like a deposit. Now, I do have a cancellation fee set in place. And like I said, I get their card captured. So if they cancel their appointment 5 p.m. the day before, if they cancel the appointment after 5 p.m. the day before, then they're charged a cancellation fee. So let's say we said it was Thursday, we're going to roll with that day. Let's say their booking is on Thursday at 4 p.m. If they cancel after 5 p.m. on Wednesday, then they're charged a cancellation fee. But I don't do like a deposit or like any kind of, non-refundable fee like that. How do you send a customer email through Bookingkoala? So there is a space for you to be able to send emails to them. I believe if you go on the settings and all the way to the very bottom, you'll see notifications and then you'll see emails. Now, if this is this like a custom email or is this like an automatic email? Because BK does have pre-listed automatic templates in there already. So like like a thank you email or like a reminder email or their payment got declined email or their booking has not been assigned to a cleaner email, right? Or you talk about like a custom email for like actual email marketing.
No, what you just mentioned, like if you wanna say look out for your invoice or something.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So there are automatic like messages in there, and you can go in there and customize them and things like that. So there are some in there. And like I said, you can turn them off, you can turn them on, and then you can customize them.
So would you add your business email to it? How does it work?
Yes. So on the bottom where it says notifications on the top, it says general. So when you hit the general, that's when you'll put in all of your business emails of where they would send from. You'll have to do an email verification. You'll click the button and do an email verification. And then you'll be able to set up those automatic emails.
Okay. Can it also do the other email like what do you
Like,
call it? Custom, like you want to send them reminders like okay, like Thanksgiving is coming up, you say we
so
had a
that's more
10% off
like,
or something.
yeah, so that's more like email marketing, and BK really don't have a, let me double check you while I'm saying it, because I'm like, maybe they do. And I've just never used it because I've always used like my own email campaign platform. Let's see, marketing. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, yeah. So yeah. So some of their like pre-done templates is for like booking modifications, postponed bookings, unassigned booking, reminders, booking fee charge, card decline, review rating. So they're not really like actual email marketing. So for that, you would need to set up like an outside email platform. So like I like Active Campaign. And it's a really easy platform with email with goodness. And then like they do the integration with MailChimp, but I like Active Campaign and MailChimp because I can set like segments, or I can have groups. So like all of my one time that I need to get to reoccurring, I have like an email sequence for that. For all cancel bookings, email sequence to get to win them back and things like that. So yes, the email platform that I recommend is Active Campaign. And they're actually like getting ready to do some really cool new upgrades as well. In their platforms, like to make it even more easier to use. So that is a platform that we use, that I like to use. And I think I have a I do. I've been really working on creating some new partnerships. I don't think I've made too many announcements inside the actual academy yet. I'm sorry, y'all. I have been during like boot camps, because we just locked in the partnership with Relay Bank. For those that have not yet watched the Profit First bookkeeping training, in with cleaning services, I really recommend that people manage their funds similar to the Profit First model. It's a book I read during the pandemic. Reading that book and implementing those strategies, you guys, oh my goodness, like changed my business completely. Okay. And it teaches about, separating your funds into like these 5 major checking account categories, right? So taxes, income, expenses, payroll, and profit. Okay. And Relay Bank, which is amazingly cool, they they created their bank off of that system too. So all of their banking products, it's an online business bank. All of their online business bank, like this is business bank, not like a personal bank. All of their online business banking products are in alignment just like that, which is super awesome. And they are offering anybody that signs up a $75 deposit. I don't say deposit, $75 gift card, but that's why I don't want to say gift card, because they put in your account, right? But when you open the account, you will get a $75 credit for opening an account with them. So we just finished that partnership, and they're planning to come into the academy and teach more on business finances and off of that Profit First strategy. So we'll probably be able to schedule that after the holidays and things kind of simmer down. But yeah, I'm excited for that. And same for Active Campaign too. They have a really great partnership with us as well. So for those that's wanting to tap into the email marketing, I will bring somebody on to teach that. Like, I know it, but I don't feel like I know it enough to like teach it. Cause y'all know me. If I don't know it enough, I'm just gonna bring somebody on to teach it. There is an email campaign marketing space though, with the training inside the academy. So definitely check that out if you guys are not fully familiar with email marketing or email campaigns. And you can learn from those. And there's a lot of email templates already in the academy as well. Okay. Let's see. Have you ever had someone not pay you even with the credit card on file? No, not in that scenario. I've only had that situation when I didn't. When I was sending out manual invoices was the only time where somebody did not collect their pay, because the card is on file, right? And also 24 hours prior to that hold, when that hold doesn't go through due to a decline, we're notified. So when we are notified, we are able to contact the client and be like, hey, Mr. Smith, unfortunately, that pre-authorization hold did not go through. Just want to make sure that everything is okay. If you still want in your appointment, do you want it to reschedule or push the date back? Or do you maybe need to, move some funds around, right? So we ain't showing up until that hold is done. When we have that hold, we've captured the money. So it's not just like hey, Bank of America, check to see if the money's there. Okay, it's there. Cool. Let's go do the service. Nah, we're like, Bank of America, snatch that up real quick. Okay. And hold it till I say so. All right. So we have the funds. All right. It's just a hold. It's not an actual process. Like, it's not actually done. So it's like when you guys go to a hotel, right? When you go to a hotel and and they swipe that card, you see them funds disappear real fast. And then they put that money back a couple days later after you check out. It's just like that. And if we don't have that hold, then we are not showing up, point blank, period. That would be good for you to get someone. Yes, I will definitely work on that. Let's see. Instead of VK, do you suggest another platform like Mailly, ZenMaid? For some reason, I had issues signing up with them. I reached out to the Viva email and someone was scheduled to call, but did not. I'm sorry. I attempted to find a customer support number. Yeah, they don't have one. but it hung up each time I attempted. No, you're fine, Leslie. So unfortunately, they don't really have a customer service. I don't know how you found that number. That's amazing that you did, but they only have customer service through email as of right now. And so me, since I've been in business, right, in the cleaning business, I have probably tested out every platform. Okay. No lie. I'm a very big researcher. So like I will test everything out before trying it. If I like kind of like it, then I will pay for the service and I'll test it out further, right? So I tried all those platforms: ZenMaid, Mainly, Launch 27, Jobber, right? Just all of them, because there's so many. And unfortunately, I first started with Launch 27, right? BK is kind of similar to Launch 27, but not at the high price points. Now, Launch 27, around 2020 or before 2020, right around 2020, they had an ownership change. And when the new owner came, they like hiked up the prices, hecka high. They changed their payment processing system to where they can only use their payment processing system. You couldn't use Stripe. And they made some other weird changes. So that's when I started initially doing my research, because I came in with Launch 27 and I'm a creature of habit. If something worked, I ain't fixing it because it's not broke. But in the midst of having to test everything, I did not find another platform that offered the amount of features at the price point that BK did. So that's why I'm an advocate for BK, just because I love the price points. $57 for all majority of their features is like, you can't get that nowhere. Like, you can't. ZenMaid made a switch to where they created a free version of it, but before then they were charging per provider, and I was having like 12, 15 providers, right? So I didn't like that. So it was just some like different things and different platforms I didn't like. Is BK perfect? Heck to the no. Okay, BK got major issues. That's why Saturday's class took so long, because we were just setting it up, and it's a very unfriendly user platform. So I think, I guess my only suggestion is to test them out and see which ones that you like best. My main thing that I would say keep a lookout for that they offer is the pre-authorization hold, because that was a game changer. Launch 27 doesn't even offer that. That's a major game changer, because I had been burnt so many times with the manual invoice with thousands of dollars of unpaid cleaning services, that I needed something that provided more security. So now with the BK, I'm not sure what issues you may have had setting it, signing up for it. Let me know. Maybe I can give you some advice or help you out with that. And then inside the academy, there are some trainings that will walk you through with the setup as well. So yeah. And I mean, BusyBook's going to be out soon. For those that may not know, I'm currently in the process also of developing a booking platform, because I have seen so many. And I like BK. Just there's a lot of things. It's like, once you're in the business and you know like the best things that would be needed, like, man, if it had this, it would be so awesome. Or man, if it could do this, it would be so awesome, right? So I decided to create and develop my own. So BusyBook will be out hopefully within 6 months. We had a developer meeting on today, actually. So yeah, so I definitely understand your struggles with that. You're welcome. Any other questions?
Hey Jasmine, I had a question about how the thumbtack process works, like with leads. I'm not really sure like what I'm paying for. So can you kind of explain like how the whole leads thing works with thumbtack and what exactly like I would be paying for?
Yeah, of course. So with Thumbtack, you are paying for the lead. So once you you create your profile, and you put what services that you offer, where you offer the service at. So if it's standard, deep, move out, how, the sizes of the home. Do you only offer smaller homes up to 3 bedrooms or all the way up to 6 bedrooms? Do you take care of pets? What add-ons you provide, right? Once you complete that profile, when people come on to Thumbtack and they create their profile of what kind of cleaning service they're looking for, if your company matches with them, when they book or when they are inquiring or trying to book a cleaning service and they sign up for it, Thumbtack will send that lead to you. Okay. The moment that lead comes into your inbox, you are charged for that lead. It is your job to close that lead. Okay. So they don't guarantee a booked lead. Well, I guess not. I can't say that no more because they now have that instant booking to where they do require everybody to have that instant booking on their profile. But once the lead comes to you, you are charged that fee, right? You are able to set your budget. When you're setting up your profile, you can set up what your desired weekly budget is. And then they can give you a recommendation of a weekly budget, and they can tell you like, hey, the budget you set up is kind of low. It may not give you that many leads, right? Or you can do like the recommended budget. You can turn it off or turn it on. You totally control that. But the biggest thing is your job to close that lead. My biggest thing with trying to close the lead is your response time, customer service, and assume the close.
Okay, so when they send like something to my inbox, is that the same thing like on the customer side of them putting in their zip code and my business popping up with like all the other options? Or would they get like a personalized message from Thumbtack saying that my company matches what they want?
Yeah, no, it would be that. So like either it's a direct lead to where they actually scroll through and chose you. Okay. And then sometimes there's like a couple of different type of leads. So a direct lead is like they actually chose you, right? And then Thumbtack may have sent them other lead options as well. Or you'll see it to where it says that this person picked you only. So that's awesome because now you're not having to like beat out other competitions. But most times the lead is also sent to other people. So when they put in what they are looking for, then when they put what they're looking for, that lead information will go to your inbox and then you need to message them back.
Okay, gotcha. So the amount that I pay is just my budget for how many leads I would get on a weekly basis, you said?
Correct. So yes, that weekly budget will determine how many leads you get.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Does SEO work in lead generation platforms as well? Should we be trying to add lots of description words to them? Yes, ma'am. No, definitely yes. So of course, Kayla, yours is really easy because I'm currently in the process of setting yours up. But yes, you guys definitely want to make sure that you are putting those keywords through all your descriptives. Inside of the course, I'm kind of making some changes right now, if you guys haven't noticed, moving some things around, making some things much easier for you guys to find. But if you look in the course under lead generations, you'll see a Yelp setup, Thumbtack setup, and Google My Business setup, right? And there's actual verbiage that goes with that to where you can implement and input your keywords and your city names and the services that you offer. So you want to take full advantage of that. Also, Steve, which is our Google My Business trainer, in his last training, you guys can go back and watch the replay of that. He teaches that exactly, that you want to make sure to utilize that max space inside of your Google My Business or whichever. If you get a 1,000 word count, use that up. Okay. Implement your keywords, listing out what service you offer and where you offer those services at. Because especially with Google My Business, like it literally states that this information can be found in Google Maps, Google Search, Google Local Listing. So you want to make sure that you are setting that up. And for those that have not started For those that have not yet started setting your Google My Business up, because that can take a minute, especially with the video verification, you guys please get that started ASAP. Because it can take a minute, because their process now is insane, and you got to do that whole Google video verification, which is ridiculous, but it can take a minute. But that's a big game changer, you guys, if you can learn how to optimize that. And after the holidays, Steve will be teaching that once a month on how to best optimize your Google My Business.